But I'd now like to hand over to Tim Booth, our chair for the next 2 years. Tim.
Thank you very much. It's me again. I cannot go any farther without first congratulating the outgoing chair, Sue Edgar. A quite remarkable lady, given the fact that she's held that position in some very, very challenging personal circumstances. But she's done it. And you all heard from her this morning the amount of conviction and passion that Sue has for this organisation is probably unrivalled. I'd also like to thank Sarge for chairing conference. Doing a very, very good job. Thank you, Sarge. I've held this position previously. I did have a vision for the Federation, but unfortunately, when I was last elected, the Federation had to deal with the, shall we say, slightly toxic fallout of the GLO. And then in 2020, it had to deal with the COVID. And in my opinion, it's something that it dealt with very well. The way that this Federation supported members through that pandemic, right, is quite remarkable. And yes, they were casualties, but if you look at the numbers, actually, the post office, you know, sadly, some of our colleagues did succumb to this horrible virus, but if you look at it, we did very, very well. Next 2 years, I can see lots of things coming down the line. What you've seen today about the network and about restrictions policy, we have an opportunity. And I will endeavour to do my very, very best for you all. So I'll thank the board for putting their trust in me to be their chair for the next 2 years, and I promise that I will not let it down. I will promise to uphold the values and integrity of this organisation, and this organisation is ultimately a democracy, and myself, Callum, the rest of the board intend to uphold that. We will not do anything without concurrence with yourselves. That's one thing that I will promise you. So, thank you very much. Next year's conference, I believe, has not quite been decided as to venue. I believe it's going to be round and about this time, sometime in May. Could be here, could be somewhere else. But I look forward to seeing you all next year, if not before. I'm going to actually make a concerted effort to do as many branch and regional meetings as I possibly can. I am, in fact, a very, very busy person. I've got a post office, a brewery, and now even a little micropub. But anyway, that's a different story. So thanks very much. And unless Callum wants to come forward and say anything, I'll hand over to Karen. Thank you very much, conference.
One of those situations, sort of, where you find out you've got to say things at the same time as everybody else. Really, just thanks very much for coming, Robert, and the staff at Showroom. You know what you mean to me, and I really appreciate everything that you do to help and support me. We are very much a team. It's not been easy, it's not been difficult. It's been difficult at times, I should sort of say. It's not been easy, it has been difficult at times, but we've got there and we've put on a fantastic event. The retail show yesterday was amazing. The interaction with the post office and also with the retailers was sort of our business partners, I should say, went really well as well. So thank you for that. But the best thing, sort of, is actually being able to look out and see the number of people that are here. Last year we had in total 97. And I have to sort of say that come the time sort of when I was actually giving my speech, there was literally sort of a couple of tables sort of here that were kind of half empty because everybody had gone home. So thank you for staying. Thank you for taking part. I really appreciate it. And I don't think that that will have gone unnoticed to the post office and most importantly to government. And the fact that you've come here, the fact that you've asked the questions, the fact that you've challenged, and we are very worried about our businesses. We're passionate about this business. I mean, I have a lot to be grateful for. So like I've actually, my wife and I in the post office that we have, the post office has provided me with the ability to put food on my kitchen table, a roof over my head, and clothes on my back. I love this business, and I want to see this business thrive and survive. I love to hear your stories, your individual stories that you sort of tell me time and time and time again about how much you work within your communities. So thank you to you for everything you do on behalf of the post office and on behalf of this community. I'm going to ask you a favour. The branch and regional secretaries, I want you to work very closely with your regional directors. That's your team within your region. Serve your members. That's what we're here for. We're not here for ourselves. We're here for our members. Now you have a responsibility to go back to your members. Hold branch meetings, hold regional meetings, ask them questions, inform them of what is going on. What have you learned here? No point coming here and then actually nothing happens afterwards. This is the start of something. And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. So that's your challenge. Go back to your branches and your regions. Inform your members of what is going on here. Ask them questions and please feed them back through your branch secretaries, through your regional secretaries and through your regional directors. And that will come back to the board. It's going to be a very interesting board meeting in June. And I look forward to that. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year, if not before. Thank you very much.